Alright, so ever since yesterday, there was rumors that we was going to get news today for the cover athlete reveal for Japan, which was Rui Hachimura. And what we got was just what I expected. A little bit of gameplay shown, but not much to really go off anything. And I'm going to just roll the clip right now.
Rui Hachimura.
日本が湧いたあの日、夢が現実になった。新時代を切り開いた。八村の歩いた後が日本バスケの歴史。NBA 2K22.
And a lot of people that seen that are not liking what they saw, because we only saw like what 2-3 seconds of gameplay, so they don't like that at all, understandably so. But for me, like I said, this is exactly what I expected. I knew 2K wasn't gonna show us any gameplay really, and it show us like a little sneak peek about 2-3 seconds worth, so that way we can get more hype about the game or whatever, and see the cover athlete. But like I said, yeah, I ain't, I ain't really expecting that from that, But anyway, moving on to the next news that we got was from a dev called Eric. I ain't gonna try to pronounce his last name. You seen him in the courtside reports, with his name and all that stuff. So if you know his name, that's what it is. Anyway, he supposedly dropped more information about 2K22 for current gen as well as the next gen, and this is what the man said pertaining to gameplay news.
All right, the bread and butter, as we all know, of any NBA 2K experience is the gameplay. It's the basketball, it's why you buy the game. NBA 2K22 takes huge steps to making that experience better than ever, with a very sharp focus on offense and defense, and making those components more skill-based and less random animation-based. We've made NBA 2K22 both the most accessible and the most enjoyable NBA 2K experience to date. Users are going to have complete control over layups and dunks and those mechanics. In previous years, you would kind of run towards the basket, you'd press the shoot button, and something would happen. This year, you have control over the outcome, the animation, and that's something that, while it may sound like there is complexity added to it, it's really not. It puts the control in your hands. You feel good when you make it. You understand when you miss.
Now, it sounded like he kind of elaborated on the stuff that we already knew about Courtside Report from the gameplay perspective when it came to like the game being more skill-based and all that stuff. They talked about how the game was going to be more simulation-based and more skill-based, but he just gave a little bit of minor details. But in my honest opinion, this is something that they was talking about before in previous 2Ks. Like, this is nothing new to me from what I can, remember. Because, like I said, 2K left taking stuff out of their game and then putting it back into the game. I remember back in 2K20 when that first came out, they talked about layups being more skill-based, I believe. So I don't understand why in the world they keep doing that. They take things out of the game and they put it back in. But anyway, like I said, from hearing this, it sounds like he's elaborating on what was in Courtside Report when they talked about how alley-oops was going to be more skill-based and how interior defense as well as perimeter defense should be fixed with 22, because in 21 next gen, it was a problem. So he's saying those things should be more skill-based from what I can hear from this. But like I said, nothing new from what I've heard or what I read in Courtside Report. But anyway, moving on to the next thing, he also talked about my career, and this is what he said.
Probably the mode that most of you play, that most everyone plays, is our My Career mode. It is our narrative-driven experience that allows you to, effectively go from rags to riches, to go from high school to the NBA. In NBA 2K22, it is back, and it is bigger than ever in many different ways. On the next-gen consoles, My Career is completely integrated with the city. And what does that mean? I would say in previous years, My Career was kind of akin to a movie. You would start it, you would get a 5-minute sequence, and you would just go play games, and you'd eventually get more sequences. This year, like I said, it's completely integrated. You are going to have an intro, and right away your player is running around the city. He's talking to agents, he's talking to his best friend, coaches. It's very RPG-like. You are experiencing this rise to fame in the city that you live in. It's a really cool feeling, and it's a really big evolution for sports video games.
Oh, yeah. That's what I did when I heard this information. I got up and walked out of the room and got away from my computer, because it makes no sense to me for 2K to release this information like they didn't already release this for Courtside Report. We already read all of this in Courtside Report, so what was the point in them already talking about this? I do not understand that at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no sense to me. You feel me? Like, I don't get it, man. The only benefit of the doubt I can give them is that there was probably no Courtside Report released for Japan, so instead of getting the actual Courtside Report article like we got in America, instead they're getting this on video for the information. So that's the only thing I can think of, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I don't know why they did this, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would they release information that we already knew about for Courtside Report? And to be honest with y'all, the only reason why I'm even making this video is for those of y'all that haven't seen Courtside Report, and for those of y'all that are new to this information, because in all honesty, I know a lot of y'all be lazy. I don't feel like watching my old videos, so that's why I put out this information for those of y'all that haven't seen anything on Courtside Report, because like I said, this is nothing new to me. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that we already knew. So like I said, 2K is showing us this information because number one, it's probably in Japan, and this is their version of the little Courtside Report, or number two, 2K is showing us this information because they don't have anything to actually show us, and they don't want to show us gameplay yet because they don't really show gameplay until like the last minute. So I think 2K is literally recycling some of the information that they put out in Courtside Report because of the fact they don't have anything to show us. And they sitting here recycling the information that was already in the Courtside Report just to try to trick us because we keep asking for news and information and all that stuff. So they're like, here, take this. And it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? This is what I think though. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. And there was a little bit more to that video I could show y'all, but basically what he said was, I'm going to summarize it because there's no point in really, you know, showing it. But basically what he said also was that the NPCs that's going to be on the quest and all that stuff have actual face scans now for real people, which honestly I don't really care about. That's why I'm not really showing it on screen, you know, from Eric himself. But anyway, he went on to say that the visuals are supposed to be better for 2K22 next gen and how their visual concepts, so they take pride in that and all that stuff. They talked about my team draft. I don't care about my team, so I'm not getting into all that in this video. If you want to see my team draft, go find it somewhere else because I ain't really gonna talk about that stuff. You know, because on top of that, my team draft, everything he said about my team draft, y'all, is the same thing that was in Courtside Report. So there's no point in me even showing that on screen. Like I said, 2K is trying to finesse as always, bro. 2K, I don't know what they're doing, bro. They released this information, and my final closing opinion on this video is that 2K released this little video in Japan because they knew we were going to get a hold of it for America because they know how we are in the 2K community. And also, they know that we kept asking for news, so they gave us this to try to shut us up because we keep asking for news and information. They don't want to show us anything yet. They don't want to show us gameplay. Gameplay is not coming anytime soon, most likely. Well, at least not for a while. I would say don't expect to see gameplay from 2K22 until September the 1st to September the 6th. That's honestly around the time we can see like full-on hands-on gameplay, the My Player Builder and all that stuff. September the 1st to the 6th, or matter of fact, September the 1st to the 7th, because the game comes out on the 10th, and 2K usually waits to the last minute. You know what I'm saying? This is what I think. But then again, matter of fact, they did say something about later on in August, and they talked about how we could see more gameplay info on late August. So probably August the 30th, you know what I'm saying? August the 28th to August the 30th. Well, you know what? I'll just say it like this. We can probably see gameplay in the news that we actually care about from August the 28th until September the 7th. That's when we're going to get a bulk of the information that we care about, in my opinion. That's just my opinion though, you know what I'm saying? I know how 2K is, I know how they've done in the past, so that's why I'm saying that. You know, hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully 2K shows us actual information that we care about sooner than that. And like I said, I know 2K is not going to show us actual gameplay, like, you know, hands-on part gameplay or hands-on NBA 5v5 gameplay. We're not going to see that. So pertaining to gameplay, we're probably going to see a Courtside Report where they show us the new gameplay features. It's going to be in real time, but we're not going to see an actual 5v5 demonstration or a 3v3 demonstration of part gameplay or, you know, NBA gameplay with NBA teams until, like I said, August 28th until September the 7th, around that time frame. So Courtside Report, maybe. Hopefully we're going to get that at least. At the very least, we should get that. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, because 2K is just getting on my nerves at this point. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to bank my money on. And a final message to 2K, like, 2K, stop doing this, y'all. Like, stop trying to finesse us. So we all know this is from Courtside Report. Like, we all know this is from Courtside Report. I don't know why they keep doing this stuff, man. Like, they need to stop doing this for real. But anyway, you guys, that's gonna do it for the video for today. If you tired of 2K trying to finesse, leave a like down below for that. Also, subscribe if you're brand new and this is your first time on my channel. I post stuff like this all the time, so stay tuned for all the news and all the updates and all that stuff. When 2K comes out, I'm gonna, you know, put out all the tutorials and all that stuff as well, so, you know, subscribe for all that stuff. Also, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video in the future, because the post notifications is how you know I post and all that stuff. So anyway, you guys, with that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.